Okay, welcome back. For lesson number 2, I'll start with a PHP syntax. Okay, so in PHP, for basic syntax, what you need is this particular syntax, starting with this symbol, less than, and then we have question mark symbol followed by PHP, right? All the code must be between this particular tag, okay? Starting with this less than and greater than. So that's the close, open and close. Normally, this particular format is very basic for PHP, right? So all the code should be in between open and close tag of PHP, right? So in a PHP file normally contain HTML tag and also JavaScript. You can also put together, especially the HTML code along with PHP, right? And then if you're looking into basic PHP syntax, you can put it like this. So it means that HTML, and then under HTML you have PHP code, right? So if you're looking into lecture notes, I already upload PHP lecture notes. If you go to the Google Drive that I share to you through Facebook, if you're looking into this Facebook, our Facebook, you see, I uploaded in 1st of April. You can download your lecture notes, HTML, JavaScript, and I'm going to add something here, PHP as well. Okay, starting PHP, put it together PHP, right? So you can start download now. Okay, don't forget to download your activity as well. If you click here, it will open to this website. You see, 2 files has been added actually it has been created since 6 February. PHP 2020.pdf and also activity php.raw, okay, compression file. So when you download these 2 files and follow my lecture on video, you can understand better, okay. For example, in the activity file, there are lesson 2a.php has been put it together. Okay, so this is what it means. In HTML, you're going to put PHP code. Okay, so this is PHP code. I start with echo hello world. Okay, this is the format, right? And then if you're looking into how to code PHP, there are most popular output statement or syntax that call echo versus print. So when you going to use echo and print, okay, so echo and print have a differences between them. Normally there's no much different except the print unable to return value. Echo is better than print in PHP, okay. If you're looking into echo, it can take multiple expression, whereas print cannot take multiple expressions. So that's the reason why I recommend you to choose echo instead of print. Okay, let's see how it works. Okay, see, all right. Go for Visual Studio. You see, I already typed for you something like this. Okay, give you something quite simple one. We have I put print, actually mistake, typo mistake, echo print actually, and then I try to give a name. I put it name, variables names as Nur Azman, and profile web developer age 48, and I'm using print here. Print names, name of the variable, profile, age, and year old. Okay, this is I'm trying to show to you why I choose echo in PHP instead of print, because prints only can return one single value, whereas for echo it has a multiple expressions. They can give you multiple expression. When I save this coding and try to run echo print, so where is the echo print that I try to run? Okay, this is echo print. I got some syntax error. They give you page is not working. Okay, but when I put echo only, I just change to remark. It give me something, the output is working. See, like Nur Azman, web developer, 40 years old. So that's the reason why print is only written one single value, whereas echo can print multiple expressions or values. So that's the reason why I ask you, recommend you to choose echo instead of print. Okay, both can return value, but echo is much more, can take multiple expressions or values. Okay, so commenting in PHP is just straightforward using double slash, and you can become it's very easy, easier than HTML when you can put double slash. Right, so in activities, if you look into this slide, you can see lesson 2b.php, right? So you just refer to that code. Right, this is something related with echo. See that this is a comment, this is a single line comment. This is also a single line comment. This is multiple line comment blocks. So if you put slash star, and you can make a comment block. This is something quite interesting as well. Almost similar like yeah, it's similar with HTML, but HTML cannot support this kind of comment. All right. So this is hello, echo, hello world, echo br new line. This is the test, and this will print out you. Okay, because they can use single quote or maybe you can use double quote. It's up to you. Which one do you prefer? But you have to be a pair style. Right, this is a echo. It will definitely print the whole things on this under double quote or single quote. Right, this is the second test. You see that this is words here, and you can try this code, or maybe just go to W3 School and try a lot of different code there. Okay, let's go to W3 School. You see, there's W3 School code. You can start from home, intro, install, syntax, comment, variables, echo, and print. Okay, from W3 School, they give you echo and print was almost the same, but didn't show you exactly the difference between them. But you can see how to use echo. See here, this is the way that you put the variables. Normally start with $sign and followed by the variable names, and then you mention what is your variables. Okay, before that, it's good to have a declaration of the variables, whether this text is a string value or numbers, real numbers or natural numbers, and so on. So echo is something that similar to C programming that called printf. In this case, for PHP, we're using echo, right? So that's the way how to learn PHP in an easy way. All right. So here we have a lot of tutorial for you to try and error, but I would suggest you to go for the lecture notes and try to play with the lecture note codes. And then if you cannot understand in lecture note codes, then only you go to W2 School. After you finish your lecture notes, then you go to W3 School to complement your knowledge. Don't just depend on the lecture notes, because it will trap yourself. Because in our exam, web programming exam, we also refer to other than lecture notes resources. Then you need them in order to assist your final exam answer. Right. The next slide, if you're looking into PHP programming, of course, is a case sensitive. Normally, all programming language is case sensitive, right? But in this case, if you're looking into in PHP, all user-defined function classes keyword are not case sensitive, but for variables, they are case sensitive. You see, for function, classes, and keyword, you will find. And then, however, all variables are case sensitive. This is applied to, I think, all programming language use the same thing. So you can refer to W3C, lesson 2c.php. Right. So this is coding for lesson 2c PHP. See, this is just a level of echo, hello world, echo, hello world. You can see the differences on case sensitive in terms of the function itself. Because if you're looking into PHP case sensitivity, what I mean is function, class, and keywords are not case sensitive. This is reflects to the function. Okay, echo with short case, echo with capital case. So this is what it means by case sensitivity. Right, for lesson number 3 on PHP variables, I would see it's still quite simple, almost same like JavaScript. So if you're looking into variables, you can see that PHP is a very powerful in terms of mathematics. Okay, you see this is example, straight to the example. Text as a variables, hello world. And then if you're dealing with a string, you have to put quote, double quote or single quote. In this case, I put double quote, hello world. And of course, end with semicolon, right? Don't forget to put semicolon. And then for the second variable, I start with $, x equivalent to 5, y, $y equivalent to 10.5. Then we can use operation like additional operation plus, okay, in order to get the z value. And in order to print out the z value, you have to use echo and followed by the variables. And you will see the output is 15.5. Okay, that's the concept of PHP variables and declaring the variables. Of course, in this case, you see that this is the way, straight away to show that this is not a number, this is a string. Okay. Alright, PHP is loosely typed language. We do not we do not have to tell PHP the data type is all about, because normally in PHP they will automatically declare of the variables. Okay, they will convert. You see, PHP automatically converts the variable to the correct data, depend on its value. That's why I mentioned here you don't have to mention text is a string value, but when you put like this, automatically PHP detect that that one is a string value. All right, all logical value. Okay, rules for PHP variables is start with $. Okay, just apply to you. Normally, in PHP, you have to start with $. Okay, and this is the variable name. For example, alphanumeric characters, and should not contain spaces. This is the things that you're going to practice after this. Right, for variable scopes, they have 4 different variable scopes, starting with local variables, global variables, static variable, and function parameters. So this is very important for you in order to answer normally objective questions, or maybe we ask you a structured question in your final exam. What is local variables for PHP? What is global variable for PHP? And give some examples. Or what is static variable of PHP? And function parameters variables. Okay, so we want you to get familiar with variables in PHP and try to put example, 1 or 2 example within your answer. Okay, this is a local and global scope of variables. So local variable scope declared within the PHP function is a local and can only be accessed within the functions. So that's mean by local variables. So you see, this is a global variable. It means that you are putting outside from the functions, and then you are dealing with local variables. That's the way to differentiate between local and global variables. Okay, so if you're looking into what is the difference between them, global and local, you can see, okay, see this is global. Defined outside of any function has a global scope. Global variable can be accessed from any part of the script except from within the function. To access a global variable from within the function, use a global keyword. Okay, so I'll show you later on, or you can go straight to this 3c.php. Okay, PHP also store all global variable in array that call globals, $global index. So this is the way of to show that you are using global variables. Okay, so this is a static variables. When a function is complete or execute, all these variable are normally deleted. Okay, so however, sometimes you want a local variable to not be deleted. Okay, so this is example function my test. You have static 0x0 echo and so on. So this is the mean of static scope, right? So you are putting what we call initial value here, right? Okay, function parameter scope. Okay, a parameter is a local variable whose value is passed to the function by calling code. Right, so I want you to look, of course, when you see this particular notes and refer to lesson 3FA PHP and you can understand well. Okay, so this is an example of string. String is straightforward. Okay, just using double quote, close double quote. Okay, and then it become a string variables. Okay, so if you're looking into coding, you can see I already put in install mum. You see this is mum in my computer. I put mum, right? When you install it, you can get Apache server is running. Okay, and then if you're looking into W3 School, okay, I normally have this particular thing already uploaded into my server. You see, introductions, I have no code at all, and then we have a syntax here. Syntax actually is my first PHP. Okay, will ask you to do some works here, but I'm not going to show all. Okay, you just go to variables. Okay, 3a, 3b, 3c, 3d. See that? Okay, this is a coding for you to explore. Okay, and then with this particular 3g. Okay, see 3g, right? The code is 3g.php. This is a code of 3g.php. Right. What is 3g PHP? So this is my name is share will print something like that. So if you go to the code 3g PHP, okay, go to variables here. 3g PHP. Okay, this is the one that refer to this particular coding. Can you see this? The output, and this is the coding, right? String variables, and you can see how they works. Okay, hello world. You see, this is hello world. Echo text. It will give you hello world. If you change this to hello world 2, and then you get a different one, get this one. Okay, this is the real code. All right, my name is Sheikh. Will print. Sheikh will print. String variables. This is the way that you put the variables of string value, right? And then so before that we have br. Br is a double line, one line and another one line. And then we have a sample number 2 string variable share, and then print your name. My name is string variable will print. Okay, it will appear here. But you can also change to echo if you want. You can put echo here, change to echo, and you use the string variables. And then print your name again. Print your name. Okay, share. My name is share, and then will print. Okay, and then again you have a sample number to my name, echo, and you print. Okay. So this is an example to show that print and echo have the same style and the function. But when you're dealing with multiple expressions, echo can support more than one. In other words, you use echo, don't use print in PHP, unless if you're required to use print. Okay, so that's the way how to understand the lecture notes with a code that I give it to you. You have a lesson until lesson number 9. It will be very useful for you to go through one by one. Okay, G is about PHP string. You can see if I go for the G code, this is G. Oh, no, not G. H. Coding for H. You can see the coding like this, and the programming is like this. Just to make sure you can follow the lecture notes. Okay. So PHP variable strings, not very difficult to understand. And then this is another one that's called string concatenation operator. What is string concate? Normally I say concatenation operator. All right, this is to concate string together with dot. See, this is text 1, hello world, text 2, what a nice day, echo text 1, and text 2. It's a combination of operator. Right, this is the way how you put a space, okay, in your variables. Otherwise, it will be close together. So that's why you need some space, white space. Right, so string function, you see that? Almost the same style, echoes, string length, hello world. And then the echo string post, hello world. Okay. Alright, lesson number 4, we are talking about operators. In this case, we have arithmetic operators, comparison operators. It's almost same like JavaScript, okay, for operators. So for PHP operators, I'm not going to go in depth because in JavaScript already mentioned, you can make use of the same knowledge and apply to PHP programming languages. Okay, so PHP operators, arithmetic comparison is almost the same. Right? You see, it's almost the same. You can go for the code lesson 4 PH. Okay, let's say I go for code lesson 4. Can right, this is not for PH. You can on this again, lesson 4A. Okay, lesson 4A. Right, lesson 4A, and then this is the coding for lesson 4A. You see C, A equivalent to 42, B equivalent to 20, and then we have all this operation, arithmetic operation, for you to try. Okay, let's say we open lesson 4A PHP. What you can see here, the output will be based on the code operators. So 4A, see that additional operator, result of C. Of course, you adding 42, add 20, you get 62, and then subtraction operator, you minus 42 minus 20, you get 22. All of this is almost similar to JavaScript, so I'm not going to repeat it for you. Okay, so that's all about the second part, which is lesson 4 on arithmetic.